big, so I'm cocky. From the back while I'm Twitter with my phone out. Got an Eminem deal, but I'm Hershey. 6'2", dark skin, with purpose. Left a voicemail on my phone last night to myself saying, Lil Curtis, yeah. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know I run it up at night. You know I only get one life for this.
Like damn, why I get a like Aaron? I'ma drop top. The sun won't burn when it lit like what, but the stripes ain't earned. I'ma get it right now. I ain't waiting no turn. Got a brand new house, tryna avoid my hurt. About 6 point something in the field like church. Or the hood got whack and the set went turn. Got a 488 in the glide like Kurt. I've been living off golf on the last few deals. When the night check came and I still got chills. Hit a 2K lick, I ain't even go pro. Got a boss outlet, now I'm smelling like gold. Call me Ice Cube, baby, where they sit on my chain. Heard a lame. Tryna play up my name when I'm 23 tour, and I'm going no brain, going dumb with these hundreds in my thumb. Got stank. Out here, everything come free. I ain't never met God, but I bet he know me. Put the money in a set of dying them streets. To the boy alley hooping, I ain't riding on fleek. Got a Porsche light skin in the ceiling, got peeled. I was 20 plus young when got real. Young black boy running, got me out of that field. Better living off game, you should get it on film. I ain't never your kind, late but I'm really on time. Girl, what you put in your mind, I ain't digging your sign. True for that mind, hurt but I made it out fine. Still in my prime, bro, really outline. Talk like he Tony out grind, throwing 20 on 9. How you living on spine, bro, better off dying. Man, you got nerve, bro, need to get a bird. And I'ma get it off first, find a way you ain't surf. You looking all hurt, funny till your ego got nerve. Boy, I made it all worse, woke up looking like work. 150 lay on my shirt, 20 lay on my teeth. Boy, I make an M in my sleep, everything I want in my reach. I'ma run it off tops, wonder where I've been pulling off lots. 454, I'ma keep it on stock. Bezel with the ticker on rocks. Things I tell me what I ain't got. Get it right now where I got it back then. Number one stunner, but the level raised by the gang with a meal like Philly with a watch 250 and a so silly. When the door got closed, I ain't feel too bad. I'ma run mine up, I'ma have some stash. Now you in a broad purse, but you going outside. Now you on the couch surfing, you keep a little rash. Living out his backpack, need to get it back. Got a grade double R and you need both lanes. Got a dollar to his name, but he all gang. What you all on my when I find that strange. Keep playing with the fire, but his get burned. But your boy got spit when the light got turned. Got it all crack when the boy won't learn. Big wrapped up shorty when the block gets shurned. Always sorry when the cap don't work. Got the butterfly doors and the fly like bird. And I love my but I ain't them nerd like damn. Why pie get like yarn?
Broski got me. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my this say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I released my soul, now they taking pictures of it.
Eyes on the prize, it's my last soda. 5:45, the lights on us.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The punter, Jack Fox, handling the kickoffs. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shot.
Up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics riot in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
First carry now for David Montgomery, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. You look at this Cowboy defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a three-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have... to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the 50, it's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
First carry now for Pierre Strong. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Now, this defense for the Lions, very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw, Prescott.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott now.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
Good.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The Cowboys at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on fourth down. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And trying to find Jamison Williams. And it's second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now it's gone. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Straight ahead is Strong. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
On 1st down, right back to Strong.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Play action now. Prescott.
Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route.
And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go!
To throw is Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Prescott. Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll run with Strong. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Pierre Strong, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back. Zone for a touchback. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. On play action, they'll throw. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
2 for 1, 2 for 1.
Back to throw, Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And St. Brown going to have the Lions 1st down as he'll get this down inside the 40. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Down to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Gone. He gets... Now the ball comes loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Goff. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
What?
Gibbs straight ahead. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And this is where coaches sometimes fall into different camps. Your guy just fumbled. It led to a touchdown. Do you stay with him or do you put him in the doghouse? This is definitely a show of confidence here as he's right back out there and carrying the ball again.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Super one.
From the gun, here's Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
To the air again, Goff. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. What do you think? Where do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
Now Prescott. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think? What do you think?
On play action, Prescott. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Out of the gun, Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And running with power here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off from the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
And this young man does nothing but continue to ascend to the top of the wide receiver charts. Very similar to his team. Last year alone, he finished in the top 5 in catches, yards, and touchdowns, tied for second in the league with 119 total grabs. Not bad for a former 4th-round pick, and he and his Lions continue to take aim at the rest of the league.
The end result, 21 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From the 50, it's Goff.
That is caught by Laporta.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Throwing again is Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Goff.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Give up the middle to Strong. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
There we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Obama.
Goff now to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
His throw incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Goff now looking to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. Marquise Bell in on that stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On to give. Here's Gibbs. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Value 3. Turbo set.
Montgomery will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school I.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Yeah, here we go. I take, here we go, kill.
Here's Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And that's a good start right there. This game's changed pretty dramatically in the last few minutes. So now these guys are forced to play from behind here. And that's a positive first step towards claiming this lead right back.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Here we go.
Play action now, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Yeah! Here we go! I take. What do you think?
Now Dak.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Yeah,
They're now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Switch it, hey.
Here's Dak.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
DC. Cut. Hard ball. Cut.
Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
Tiger. What's that?
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Now Goff. He wants it all for the end zone.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
This is 1st and 10.
There we go.
Now Prescott. He's got Elliott.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10.
Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
To throw, Prescott.
And that's complete to Cooks. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Prescott.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
Prescott.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So with 40 seconds left, we'll see the onside kick.
If they've ever needed one to go their way, it's now. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Detroit, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll